Good morning. So yesterday I got all my locos and coaches out and trucks and filled up the sidings behind me. Now all my greenery stuff is on the floor down here, and I don't really want to scrabble around on the floor when I start over here. So the next stage is to clear this shelf behind me of all my buildings. All the stuff I recovered from the last layout and all the stuff I've been buying since then. Because I've got more space, I decided to buy more. Question is have I got too much? So I'm going to get it out, lay it out, and see what's left over at the end. Now I bought some ready-made Metcalfe kits off of eBay, and they're bigger than my little end stuff. Little end. So I can't mix them up because they're completely different sizes. So I'm going to have to separate them, have the Metcalfe in one location and my other stuff in a different location. So I'm going to spend the next couple of hours emptying this shelf, getting it on the layout, and then I'll show you around. See you in a minute. Well, that didn't take as long as I thought. Now there's only one thing that I couldn't use, or rather one manufacturer I couldn't use, and that was the Metcalfe card houses that I bought off eBay. They're just huge compared to that, and of course some of the smaller cottages. This thing's enormous, and so are all the other bits and pieces that I got of Metcalfe. They just look so out of place compared to Little End and Graham Farish Scenecraft. They're just enormous. So I need a big box and a lot of padding. I'm going to put this lot back on eBay. It's just unusable. So I've had a quick layout. It's not chiseled in stone that this is where things are going to end up, but it gives me an idea. And when I start doing the greenery, all I'll do is lift the buildings out of the way temporarily and then put them back. But now this shelf down here behind me is relatively empty. There's still water cranes and coal staves and garden sheds and the like still down there. But it means I can get all this greenery stuff off the floor, which means it'll be a little bit easier on this old man's back. Let me show you around. Let's go around clockwise. We'll start with a concrete bridge. It's perhaps a little bit modern. There's a gents' toilet, signal box and a lamplighter's hut. I'll put a cottage down here and here. So I've got to put these things in to inform myself where the roads are going to be. And as I said before, the intention is to put one down there. And the rest of this is empty till we get up here on the flat, and this is where I'm going to sort of like build my farm buildings, my main farm buildings. And the church is here. It's quite big and it needs a bit of space. I've just got the one cottage. There's the goods shed, and I'll probably extend that siding back a little bit more, give me some more elbow room. Another signal box, water tower, weigh scales. 4 cottages just placed at random at the moment. They're going to be there somewhere. Lockkeeper's cottage, even though I don't have a lockkeeper. And then we're up on here. So I've got a platform shelter and another water tower. A police station to go with my fire station. So I've got to put a crossing in there. There's the pub. And another water tower. That's going to be the station master's house. Some bits and pieces on the platform itself. Taxi rank. Petrol station. Crane. Cattle dock. They may stay there, they may not. And then we've got the main shopping street, which will be recreated much like it was downstairs in the bedroom. No real surprises here. This is what I mean. I mean, that is 2 houses on the left, but it's so much bigger than the one on the right. I just can't use it. Right, a brief look around. None of this is set in stone. Well, most of it is, but there will be changes as I go around, no doubt. But that Metcalfe stuff, I just can't use it. It's just too big. But then I've noticed that with bridges and tunnel entrances, they all seem to be that little bit on the big side. Except for where you want it to be, when you want a tall viaduct. Anyhow, what am I going to do next? Well, the next thing is, now that I've got the buildings out, is I can start putting in roads. So it's going to be off to Screwfix, big pile of wet and dry. And while I'm at it, I've got a lot of odds and ends, tools that I've finished with, so get the tools out of the way. Make everything down below us here tidier, then I'm not going to trip up. Cheerio.